Hmm. Okay, this is New Super Lucky's Tale. I'll explain what this game is and how it works, because there's a very long intro cutscene at the start. So all I will say now is that time starts when pressing confirm here to start a new game. So let's get that going in 3, 2, 1, go! So New Super Lucky's Tale is a remake of Super Lucky's Tale, which was a game originally released in 2015, I want to say 2015 or 16, for the PC, on Steam, and Xbox One. This is New Super Lucky's Tale. This is New Super Lucky's Tale, a remake, exclusively on the Switch. So we are playing this on the Switch. And yeah, and it's actually quite different from, as a speedrun, it's actually quite different from the original. From a casual perspective, most of the game is the same. There's one extra world in New Super Lucky's Tale that was originally post-game DLC. That's been shoved into the main story in this. And New Super Lucky's Tale also has a couple level changes. Some are minor, some levels have been completely overhauled. Also, the progress of the game is worked kind of differently. It is a 3D platformer in the vein of Banjo-Kazooie, A Hat in Time, Mario 64, the collectathon platformer, so to speak. And similar to Mario 64, it has stars, although in this game they are pages. You're seeing them in the intro cutscene right now. There's pages, and each in original Super Lucky's Tale progression, unlocking each boss was based on how many pages you had in total throughout the game. In this game, the page requirements are individual per world. So the first world is Sky Castle. And yeah, we need a certain amount of pages for that, and then there's only pages from Sky Castle. Then from Veggie Village, we need a certain amount of pages from Veggie Village, and that's what the routing for this game has mainly been based on as well. So it's a very different route from the original, and there's a specific exploit. Well, not even exploit. It's straight up a glitch. It's a glitch. There's a very big glitch that this game has that the original does not, since this runs on a completely different engine. As this was released in November of 2019. Alright, so with the background of the game explained during the intro cutscene, we're about to get into our first stage here, Heavy Heads. We're not starting in the overworld. Instead, the game chucks us into Heavy Heads right away. And we need 8 pages to unlock the boss for Sky Castle. The route for this, as you can see on my splits, it's Heavy Heads and Dungeon Run, and then Master Mittens is the boss. So we're going to be getting 100% in Heavy Heads and 100% in Dungeon Run. Dungeon Run I'll explain more about when we get to that. But for now, there's 4 pages in every main stage. There's the main page you get for beating the stage. There's the coin page for collecting 300 coins, similar to a 100 coin star in like Mario 64, for example. And yeah, here we have the first trick, the big glitch in the game, bonk hopping. By bonking into a wall, swiping our tail and jumping, we can repeat that infinitely. And we can basically climb up any wall in the game. And yeah, here's our introduction to Master Mittens. I'm currently playing in English. Japanese is faster. I did not switch to it. I'm gonna get these coins here before the cutscene kicks in here. But yeah, there's also a collectible. There's also 5 letters. L-U-C-K-Y to spell out lucky. And there is also a hidden page. So you have main page, coin page, hidden page, and the lucky page for collecting lucky letters. So the coin route is based around the objectives that we're doing for the secret page and getting the lucky letter. So I'll open these boxes, hit that switch to make the U appear. I'm gonna kill these boyos to get 3 coins from them. I can leave that 1 coin. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, I got both of those. I'm gonna break this box open. That will spawn this orb. And yeah, you can see the visual cue on that statue over there. That's where we need to bring this. And yeah, so I will get this. Now I am missing 3 coins, so I'm gonna take a small time loss to hit that bush. And I'm gonna dive in here. That spawns. This is where we'll be getting the hidden page. So yeah, this game also has sub areas that you can access through what the game officially calls foxholes. We did not make that up. Gonna hit these for coins, because there's a good amount in them. Alright, so here we have an enemy gauntlet that we need to get through. Ow, I got smacked. That's okay though. Alright, so I'm gonna go over this way first. I'm gonna use the dive to home in. Also, here you can see the ground movement. Burrowing and sliding on the ground, which is burrowing on surfaces where you can't burrow, or pressing the burrow button on surfaces you can't burrow. Both of those are faster than walking, so we're going to be trying to slide and burrow as much as possible. You also get extra momentum sliding down slopes, so we will also try to utilize that. Oh, whoops, I forgot a thing. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so we're going to be using more bonk hopping here to get up here. Okay, want to grab that. I'm going to hit this switch right here. It's going to lower the thing. I can bonk hop up the pillar and get it, but I'm going to hit the switch because I need to use some time to get those coins. And the letter Y as well. So yeah, we're not getting the letters in order. Now this thing despawned, that's a thing that can happen. However, if I place it where it needs to be and burrow over to that area, then it will spawn back in. We don't know why it happens. It seems to be based on the because of the order we do things in. So I get a pink gem there. Pink gems are worth 30, big coins are worth 10. Yeah, small coins are obviously 1, and the blue gems are worth 50. And like I said, we need 300 coins to get the coin page here. Now there's a foxhole there that takes you to a sub area. Remember that because it's going to be important. Right. So yeah, gonna kill some more enemies for coin routing. Get all the coins there. And then here we grab the C. Now we're only missing the K. Alright, gonna turn the camera a bit. I'm gonna make this. That's a lot easier usually. I'm gonna grab the K here and... So yeah, I get animations of collecting all the letters and getting the page for that while this cutscene happens. Yeah, now that platform will lower. Right, I'm gonna bust this open. Gonna get me to 295, 6, 7, 8, 9, 300, 301. Collected one more than was necessary. That's fine though. So yeah, coin routing is pretty tight, but there is some leniency, so you don't have to go back in case you missed like a single coin or anything. But yeah, any stage where we're getting the coin page, we've specifically crafted a coin route. So that we can do the objectives that we want to do without going specifically out of our way for gems and coins and collectibles to get us to that 300. And that is the first stage done. I'm actually gonna jump because sliding is actually slow on upward slopes. And now we mash the button. Yeah, we mash the button to get through that menu of counting up the coins the hidden page, yeah, it counts your collectibles for the 100% for the stage. And yeah, that is that. And that was the first stage. And yeah, you already saw a very decent use of bonk hopping throughout. And nearly every stage has bonk hopping strats or even straight up skips. Because you saw me bonk hop over the door right at the beginning. That's, yeah, normally you're supposed to go climb up a couple platforms and hit a switch to open the door. But yeah, bonk hopping over is way faster. So yeah, overworld movement. Again, sliding. Sliding and burrowing, because that's faster. And then we're gonna head into Dungeon Run. Dungeon Run. Okay, to call back on Super Lucky Still, the original, these used to be bonus stages. They're auto runners. You run automatically. There's no way to speed yourself up or slow yourself down. Except there is, because we can slide and burrow. But we will be automatically moving with no control over that. And we do have to 100% this, so we need to get all the collectibles and get 300 coins. Although 300 coins is very easy in this, that will be no problem. Alright. So I'm not gonna trust the placement of the enemies there. Right, so that's the U. Okay, bounce up here to get the C. Right, and we need to go up here to get the hidden page. We get the K, and then we fall down here to get the Y. That's all the collectibles out of the way. So that's the lucky page and the hidden page done. Now all we need to do is collect 300 more coins. So yeah, and thanks to this trail of coins right here, we'll get up to 300, even though I missed the gems I was going for. But yeah. And there we go. So yeah, we did actually manage to save some time. Yeah, like I said, there is small time saves you can get that add up in burrowing and sliding as much as possible. So yeah, even though it is technically an auto-scroller, there are ways to speed up to gain or lose time depending on how you play the auto-scroller. Right, so now we're gonna first boss fight, Master Mittens. So yeah, the route mostly revolves on playing as few main stages as possible. Okay. Right, yeah, there's also some text boxes that you can skip. It's your usual press A, first button press makes the text appear instantly, and second press actually advances the text box, or advances through the text. Yeah, you can see stage names on my splits down there as to what's coming up. It will all be explained in due time. First though, we have a first boss in Master Mittens. So there's not much to this. The boss fights in this game are mostly very simple and easy to understand. So what I will mainly do is just explain how the boss fight works. So here, first phase, you will spawn a bunch of enemies. Alright, and yeah, we can actually maneuver the heads around him. Right, so coins spawn here. They're completely useless. Now, this cannon phase happens. But yeah, we can do this. We can bonk hop up this wall. So this is how high this invisible wall goes. And yeah, we can just wait out the attack here. Alright, so now the final part of the first phase will come up. Right, so now we get these same golem enemies, and we're gonna knock their heads against. Yeah, we're gonna knock their heads against Master Mittens. And now you've basically seen everything that there is on this boss. Alright, so then we get 2 golem enemies to hit him with. We get more. Yeah, we get more of this to deal with. And then we get 3 enemies. Now there's a small time save There's a small time save I could have done. If you hit Mittens directly, he falls slightly faster. It's a very small time save. It doesn't really mean anything, but it's something you can do, so yeah. So we get a page here, but it does not count towards our total. Instead, it's a special kind of page that lets us travel to the next world. And now we're on our way. Yeah, the load times aren't the fastest, but it's not too bad. There has been an update that greatly, yeah, since the game came out, there has been an update that greatly reduced the loading times. So they used to be longer than this. And here we are in Veggie Village, the second world of the game. And here we have one of the best characters in the game, Tess. Skip through text. Alright, good. That mover can be kind of tricky. Sometimes Lucky doesn't want to dive and will slide instead, and then you don't get into Foxhole. So this is one of the bonus stages. Sky Castle had them as well, but it's routing wise, it's just not worth it. It's slower to include them in the route. In Veggie Village or in Sky Castle, there's slide puzzles where you have to slide statues into specific places. Here in Veggie Village, the bonus stages are, as you can read on my splits, ball mazes. So the objective here is to collect all the coins, and yeah, you lose quite a bit of time if you miss any, since you have to roll all the way back. So the best way to save time is to not go the fastest in the world, but just make sure you don't miss anything. Alright, missed a few that I had to go back for. But it's that was pretty alright. Okay. So yeah, that gets us a single page. Yeah, pretty good stage. It was a gold, in fact. Also, yeah, there's these, during loading screens you have these tooltips. So yeah, as you can see right there, we need 10 pages. So what we do is here, we 100% 2 stages, and then we do 2 ball mazes. The first main stage we're gonna do, and we're gonna 100%, is Piggy Peril. And the reason we do Piggy Peril and Ripe Rollers after this is because they are 2D stages. I described this game as a 3D platformer at first, but there are a bunch of 2D stages, and in terms of the difference between any percent and 100% for a stage. Okay, I'm gonna damage boost through that. I'm gonna jump on this B, dive in, get the L. Alright, so here's a bit of an unintended strat. Right, so I'm gonna grab the hidden page and fall off because that death warps me to the checkpoint. Alright, that's fine. Doing fine. But yeah, in terms of stages, 3D stages are the slowest to 100%, then the 2D stages, and of course the fastest to 100% is the auto runners, because there the difference is very little. Now here's a bonus area. We're gonna get hit, so I'm gonna take this careful now, because I only have 1 health. And yeah, we do that to get the C here. And we're gonna come back out. We're on 255 coins, which is pretty alright. Now the K, now unfortunately we didn't really get a very good cycle here. So we're gonna have to wait on the K. That is not particularly good. Alright, so the homing of the dive, sometimes it doesn't really work right. Also, bonk hop to optimize this section. Now, I definitely picked up more coins than was necessary, but it's fine. I didn't do anything for coins that would lose me time. Alright, so I don't have to go up there, fortunately, to get extra coins. Do that to open the thing. I could bonk hop over, but going underneath is actually straight up faster. Yeah. And that is the end of Piggy Parrel. Didn't do it as well as in PB, but still overall a good stage. I think the time loss come mostly from the time I fell off and fell off unintentionally, and I took a little bit long on getting the hidden page because I had to avoid the spiky ball that was there, because if I did that with 1 health I would die, I would lose a life, and while I would keep the hidden page and any lucky letters, you do lose any coins you got since the last checkpoint if you die. Right, so here we have some overworld movement. And we're going into Ripe Rollers. Now this is the first, I would say the first really tricky stage in the run. Where you can legitimately lose a lot of time, you can get hit, you can even die. Like you can fall in pits and get sent back to the last checkpoint. And yeah, like I said, you can die and be sent back to checkpoint and then lose the coins you've collected. Ripe Rollers. Fortunately, this stage is very generous with its coins. So we can skip a lot. There's gonna be... Yeah, in the top left corner of the screen, there was a blue gem for you eagle-eyed viewers out there. We skipped that. Right, gonna grab the U here. So yeah, Ripe Rollers, another 2D stage. Okay, gonna bonk on that to make this appear. Get the C. Right. So yeah, this is a time challenge. Collect all the coins before time runs out. I got hit, that's fine, because we're gonna get a checkpoint. Getting a checkpoint gives you back full health as well. So yeah, this is a tricky timer. The timer is not extremely generous. Although we did do it. And yeah, you can hit the page with your tail and you will still get it, even though you will not get the jingle and the word hidden page appear on screen. Alright, so I'm gonna choose to grab those coins. Grab this 5 coin here. Right. Gonna backtrack a little bit to get that 10 coin. I just called it a 5 coin, but it is a 10 coin. No, I do want this 10 coin, please. Okay, gonna slide to slide again. Got a hit, but that's fine because there's a heart right there. Gonna get boosted up by the stairs, and that's all the lucky letters. Now all that's left is to get... Okay, gonna take it safe here. Alright, still made it to this. Still made it to this cycle. So I have to wait for this this big ball to get out of my way. Alright, so I have 280 coins. I can grab a few here. Okay, good. We made it here. Now we get a couple extra coins here. So there was never any doubt about getting enough coins for the coin page. And that's Ripe Rollers done. Actually a very good run of Ripe Rollers. Solid time save there. Okay, so same thing as before, although it's a different maze, but it's the same principle. So yeah. So we also try to do as few stages as possible to avoid, to get as few of these cutscenes of counting down the pages on the door. Okay, I did a jump and a tail swipe. Tail swiping in midair. The first tail swipe you do stalls you in midair, so it extends your jump a little. I wanted to make sure that my dive was gonna home into the foxhole to get myself into this ball maze. Now this ball maze is quite a bit meaner than the first. So starting off, we're gonna go to this area and get these coins, which actually did very well, and yeah, actually did that very well. Now you have to maneuver carefully here, because I don't want to hit these things that that move you and move me to areas that I don't want to go to, or move me out of areas where I still have coins to grab. Alright, good ball maze. Like, that should be a pretty solid gold and a nice time save as well. So yeah, you can see the time save that I just had. Yeah, in PB that went bad. Very bad. So yeah, the ball mazes up can be very punishing if stuff goes wrong. Alright, so now we got our yeah, now we have our next boss coming up, Tess. You heard me gush about her before. Okay, so for overworld movement, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna wait with sliding because I don't want to slide up the upwards part of the slope. Or the upward slope part of that bridge. So yeah, Tess, it's a different boss fight for Mittens. It's not copy and paste, but it's definitely sequential in the sense that once you've seen the first phase, you've seen them all, and the next phases are just souped up versions of the former phases. So yeah, once again, I'll just explain the phases and then explain what they add in subsequent phases. So I'm gonna stand here. So yeah, that's gonna come forward, and then these switches appear. Cannons are gonna get fired, but we don't care because we can definitely hit the switches fast enough. So it starts with 4 switches. I'm gonna stand in the same place right here. However, first we get a wave of enemies. It's always the same enemies. It's 4 bees, and yeah, we can just homing dive onto them to get rid of them quickly. Then Yeah, she just does the saw thing for it again, and then this gets added. In the third phase, she's gonna do that twice. Okay. So hit that, hit that. Okay, and... Alright, so I did almost die there. So I had to be careful. However, during these enemy phases, each enemy you hit here gives you a heart back. So, as long as you survive a phase, you will definitely have full health going into the next one. So yeah, as I said before, she does that and then she does this twice. I'm gonna stand at on the top left here, because that's where the first switches are gonna spawn in this phase. Nice double hit there. Alright, so I jumped off too early. There's a strat you can do where if you time it right and you jump off the edge as the cannon's lower, or as the switch is lower, it skips that little animation and saves like about half a second. Right. Very good test fight though. I'm very happy with this run so far. You know, nothing majorly has gone wrong. I haven't had to show off any backup strats. Although that could change after this world. Will be a while before we get to it. It's the crawl, walk, run split that you're seeing on the splits right now. So here we have our next antagonist introduced, or antagonists, because it's a duo. Yeah, we have Lieutenant Fluff and stuff, and General Buttons. Alright, so first you're going to this foxhole right here. So again, 10 pages needed, so 2 stages 100% and 2 bonus stages. Now this is the bonus, this is the slide puzzle I mentioned earlier in Sky Castle, and yeah, normally, and I say it's a slide puzzle, but that's what they intended to be. However, we just do this. Now I messed up the bonk hopping here. Okay, so the reason I tried to stay on the wall is because as soon as you land on the ground, the little golem guy that was down there, he will start talking to you. And that loses you a bit of time because you can't move during that. So what we do is we bonk up along the wall to get over it, and then we get the slide puzzle. Also, we skip over the wall to completely ignore the slide puzzles. Alright, so I need to be careful and not press ZR here. That's the burrow button, because that makes me re-enter the stage. There. I've done that more times than I'd like to admit, where I accidentally re-entered the stage because I pressed ZR. So this is the second slide puzzle. Exact same thing. Because we completely ignore the puzzle aspect of it, every slide puzzle is the same. So, for speed purposes... I do try to move left and then bonk on the wall, instead of holding down and right to just continuously be in tune with the puzzle. And hey, look at that, we missed the split. But yeah, that's what we do with slide puzzles. Bonk hopping completely breaks the game. There's one stage in Veggie Village in particular, which I'm very upset is not in the route. That gets broken horrendously by bonk hopping. And any percent is the only category, only full game category that doesn't do it. Any percent all main levels does it. New game plus all main levels does it. All pages does it. 100% does it. But any percent doesn't. But it's okay though. It's also the best stage in the game for one particular reason. But it's okay because there's a very cool skip at the end of the game that is only in any percent. Alright, so first we go back. So welcome to Melon Madness, another 2D stage. First we go back to get the L. Then cycle lines up nicely. Now this has plenty of coins and everything, so I can actually skip that 50 gem. I do need this one though. Okay, so I'm gonna set all of this up, grab that coin, do that. Set all of this up, get the U. Gonna raise this up. Dive, dive. Get that. I do get that 50 gem. Alright. See, I skipped this coin right here because a tail swipe. With a tail swipe, I can grab coins that are underneath me in this because of the range of the tail swipe. Okay, gotta make sure I get the hidden page before I enter the foxhole. Okay, and I hit this clock to start this one. Because that gets us the C. Gonna topple that over. It actually does respond to your weight. I'm gonna skip that coin. And go up here. I'm gonna slide all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna have to damage boost here. Alright, now here's a cool thing. I don't even need to bonk up for this if I do it right. Yeah. See, I can just go over and carry on. Okay, cool. Gone over that. Alright, so now, there, I didn't get hit, totally didn't get hit by that saw, I don't know what you're talking about. Now there's a very risky strat that I can go for, and just because I want, I am gonna go for it. So 257, I'm gonna get this. Alright, so on this melon, you can see the Y come up there. And by bonk hopping, yeah, you can get it early. Normally, you stand here and then wait for the Y to come around and swipe it. But yeah, there's that strat you can do. I did, because I had trouble bonk hopping back up. I didn't really get the time save that it normally has. But yeah, as you can see on the splits, it's still very nice. Still still very nicely done. Now, crawl, walk, run. So yeah, this split took very long because of resets that I needed to do, because of me derping around and not doing the things that I need to do to get 100%. It's an auto runner like Dungeon Run. Hence why it is in the route. But it's very easy to miss something and subsequently miss a letter or the hidden page. So yeah, this is the part of the run where I would need to be focused. I always forget there's text here you need to skip. Okay, so I'm not going to slide on these conveyor belts, because sliding on upward slopes is still slow. So yeah, a lot of the stage revolves around hitting things. Alright, so I need to hit that switch to get the U. Alright, got hit there, that's fine. Gonna get the heart here, even in burrow form. Get the C. Okay, slide and jump. And slide and jump. Now we hit this. That opens up the secret page. Secret page, hidden page, question mark page, however you want to call it. Alright, so now jump swipe and hit that to get the K. Hit that. Then we get the Y here. Now very important here that we hit both of these switches, because that lets us jump up here and get this 50 gem to get the 300. If you miss that gem, then you're gonna miss the 300, and that's why I had to keep resetting or like do backup strats. And there we go, just like that, with 3 minutes ahead. Now all that's left is for this world is the Fluffy and Buttons boss fight. Yo Ronald, how's it going? I've been playing this run as if it's a marathon run, because I want this run to be the submission video, no matter if I PB or not. So I might as well like do proper commentary and everything. You know, I'm doing the run anyways. And yeah, I just had a sick time save, so we're well on our way. I mean, I think this game by default has a good chance of making it in. And maybe that's not the smartest thing to say in a submission video, but this game is pretty cool already, but I want to make the submission video decent. As decent as I can make it. You're getting a little bit of a reward fight. What is more random than you thought? You know, submission, you know, Super Mario Advance discussion during a submission video. But yeah, that's the kind of fun guy I am. I don't mind going off script. You know, it's a submission video, but I'm gonna interact with chat anyways. I can interact with chat about things and commentate a run at the same time. I mean, I always had a feeling there was a random aspect to the ward fight. Alright, so the fight against Lieutenant Fluffy and stuff and General Buttons. First part of the phase is Fluffy trying to crush you. In subsequent phases, he will just go for longer. Alright. So I could do the same thing here as in the... Yeah, I could do the same thing here as in the Mittens boss fight and bonk hop up the cannons, but there's actually a invisible wall you get stuck behind if you do that. So I don't want to get dropped into the drink, because it doesn't look very healthy here. Right, now here's where we can attack him. Took a couple tries, but okay. Alright. Okay, I went in the drink, that's fine. So yeah, these bomb cats, you can hit them right away. You can hit them as they spawn. Ow. Unfortunately, because they got a bomb off because I fell off, some of the wooden platforms broke. So I do have less space to move around, but, you know, for me this is still enough. Now here's the cannon part. Now watch carefully. See if you can find out what's so special about this particular attack. I'm gonna stand here so I can keep on screen clearly what the message is here. We also got a 10 euro donation from RDV vs. the World saying, "Hi Zeta, please don't reject all my runs, thanks." Shoutouts to Zeta. Alright, so now I'm gonna stay on front here, just to... Oh, that's not good. Alright, not the greatest, but... Alright, time to run around in circles, like I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, that's the fight. The other thing now is that we're gonna get the cannons again, but the pattern is gonna be a lot more hectic and a lot more filled up with fireballs here. Yeah, it's just a matter of like stay in the spaces, just stay in the open spaces like this. You know, you really shouldn't. As a speedrunner, you really shouldn't die in any of these boss fights. They're not so difficult that even as a speedrunner you would die on them, but... You know, don't jinx it and don't get overzealous and all that jinxing stuff. The final boss is literally called Jinx, so you don't want to jinx it and then die unnecessarily or whatever. Hey, you could see Buttons and Fluffy covered in mud. They escaped. More El Solido time saves. So yeah, similarly to WR slide puzzles, which does not stand for World Record, by the way. It stands for the world name of Restful Retreat, which was actually named Holiday Canyon in original Super Lucky's Tale. And now we have Gilly Island. This was originally post-game DLC for the original game of Super Lucky's Tale. And yeah, for this remake, they recycled it into the main story with our next antagonist, Lady Meowmalade. Alright, so similarly to Restful Retreat, we're gonna be doing 2 slide puzzles first, and then, unlike Restful Retreat, we're gonna do a single stage, because Gilly Island actually only needs 6 pages to unlock the boss. To unlock the fight with Lady Meowmalade. Also, yes, they went there. They named her Lady Meowmalade. So again, bonk up along the wall to not trigger the text guy. And I did get him. So your homing dive actually does not home in on pages, so I have to aim myself. So I went for my split button and missed, which is fortunate because I'm not splitting here. There's 2 slide puzzles. I'm so used to splitting on every transition from level to loading screen. Also in Veggie Village, I split on both of the ball mazes, because you do them individually and not together. And this is what I mean by pressing ZR accidentally and going back in the stage. So yeah, we're gonna lose a solid, like, minute here because of loading. Luckily, we can select return to hub world and confirm before we land on the ground, so we don't have to sit through the text at least. But yeah, that's a solid like 40-50 seconds, I think. I would say a solid 40 seconds of loading screens. We'll see what the time loss is once I switch into the second puzzle. Alright, so walk away and then do it. Also enjoy Lady Meowmalade's banging tune. So yeah, you can see me losing time on the split already. It wouldn't be a good submission video if nothing went wrong. Let's just keep it on that. There we go. Didn't get the text that time. Yeah, I pretty much called it. 40 seconds. Because I think I did, puzzle-wise, I think I did the same in PB, where I got the text on one of the two puzzles. So yeah, now we're going to be playing yet another 2D stage. I swear this is a 3D platformer. There will be 3D stages. Yeah, there will be a 3D stage coming up. And hey, the boss fights are in 3D space as well. Now this stage actually does have some fun strats that I can do depending on things. Okay, so I can head this way and just immediately talk to Meowmolate. There's nothing on the left side I need. Alright, so I'm not doing like diving or sliding or any of that, because I need to collect all the coins. I need to not get ahead of them. Alright, so normally I need this barrel to be shot, so the barrier is broken, but you can tail swipe through the wall or through the barrier and get the gem. So Buttons and Fluffy are gonna shoot at us. But that's fine, because we actually need that. Please hit. No, it missed. Okay, so you need to wait for them to blow this up. I'm gonna defeat you in the meantime. Oh, I got bounced up by the shell. Don't know why I grabbed that hard. I'm full health. Okay, so this is... So that barrel is not blown up, so... Ow. Okay, let me get this bunk up strat. Okay, cool, we're up here. So yeah, we're gonna skip this. We only need to grab the C in there. We also don't need the coins for the 300 coin routing. Okay, gonna defeat him. Now I'm gonna grab this for safety. Okay, that did not work the first time. So you're gonna use bonk hopping to get up here. Normally, you have to let the barrels on the bottom be shot. Okay, fine. If you're gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you for your money. Okay, can I time this right? I can. And it's very fortunate I get a checkpoint and get full health, because I was on only one. Alright, so the coins always spawn in the same place. And yeah, that gets you the hidden page. Alright, so I've got 300 exactly. Okay, gonna use the homing skill, or like the homing dive, to get a little bit more extra speed. Okay, gonna jump off you, and now we're gonna slide to victory. And that should be... Yeah, that is all the lucky letters. And now the warship arriving is gonna be interrupted by this very cheery jingle. Okay, I'm gonna get shot, that's fine. And there we go, that's all three. We get off. And yeah, that's the boss fight there, and after that the main page appears and we're out. I've once had a glitch in this stage where my coin count went up to 296, but it gave me the 300 coin page. So, you know, this game does not always work right, but it was in my favor, so, you know, can't complain. Yeah, that's all the pages. Now Meowmalade. Now, in my opinion, this is the hardest boss fight, but I am gonna do a thing that lets me make it a lot easier. Spoilers, we're gonna bonk hop. I do think this is a very cool boss fight. Like, mechanically and how the boss fight works. I think it's a fun, challenging fight. Alright, so first phase. Panels are gonna switch. And yeah, you have to stand in on the blue panels. The red panels are gonna be hurdy. Now, if a single red panel appears in the middle, Lady Meowmalade is gonna come down, and we get the laser phase. This truly is a rave party. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay close. Not that close. Okay, so yeah, just spam attack, and after 3 hits... Yeah, after 3 hits, yeah, it counts as a hit, and we move on to the next phase, where there's gonna be smaller sections of blue. Okay, so while this attack phase goes through, I'm gonna be hitting the enemies, which I believe does not lose you any time, as long as you take them out before the phase ends naturally. Now what I can do here is just bonk hop to stall it out. Now here we get a phase where, yeah, this panel stuff is going to be happening during the laser phase. So that's going to be added now. And the third phase is where things are going to get... The third phase is where things are going to get messy. First off, it's only a single panel that I can stand on. Also, yeah, like the early boss fights, every enemy you defeat gives you a heart back. Now, here it's gonna rapidly switch. However, there's a lot more lasers now. So to just make this phase easy on myself, I just bonk hop here. And then once it's over, I attack her for the final time. Now, I was actually very careful. Was she pole dancing? I think she was. Hi, Evan. And again, a gold. Because I did the fight properly. Hooray! Alright, so welcome to the final world, Hauntingham, or as it was called in the original Super Lucky's Tale, Spookington. And to us people who played the original Super Lucky's Tale, call me a hipster if you want, it is always Spookington in the bottom of our hearts. So there's actually an overworld skip here. Well, not in this part of Hauntingham, but there is a skip on the overworld, and it's the single hardest trick in the game, right at the very end. Gotta love hard tricks at the end of a run. Also, I love it when the NPCs here say spookaboo. Why skip? Rip and tear until it's done. Oh yeah, I've seen that phrase floating around. So here, for now, we're forced to do things the game wants us to, which is first go into Garnival Court, then to unlock Terror Train, and after Terror Train, then the skippening is gonna happen. However, you don't have to wait. If you want to see skips, you don't have to wait until then. We're gonna be doing a skip right here, right now. So yeah, you see these 0-1s and you see this. So we need to complete sort of mini games to get tickets, and then we need 3 tickets to beat the stage. We're gonna be getting the coin page, and we're only gonna be getting the coin page in addition to the main page here. So I can bonk hop. Okay, so we skipped the cutscene. Need to get on top of this. Okay. So fortunately I got hit, which teleports me here, because you're not allowed to do that. Okay, didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so let me get on top of here again. Alright, I'll just wait for one of the cars to come around. Right, so yeah, we need to get all these coins. Alright, so there's our first ticket. Also, I've knocked over one of the things. The run is invalid now. I'm very sorry. This submission video is invalid now. So I'm gonna, for safety, I'm gonna grab these. And we're gonna go into this. Because there's like boost panels that increase your burrow speed. I'm gonna also get all the coins on this path. Not on the way back though, we're just gonna keep going on. Gonna jump around that guy to avoid interacting with him. Or like talking to him when trying to jump. If I can get my bonk hops right, I can get up here, get all this, and hit that. That will dispel all these blocks, and it will allow me to get the ticket here. It's not the way you're intended to do things, but hey, this is any percent. This is any percent unrestricted, so. Okay, so I'm getting a bunch of purple gems or pink gems. Also, yeah, the coin challenge thing is still going on. Again, jumping in such a way, or moving in such a way that I don't talk to the guy when I try to jump. Because those are on the same button. Okay, so here's an enemy gauntlet. 3 enemies there. A heart will spawn. Now this one is very easy. You jump, you dive, you jump, you dive, you jump, you dive. Okay, gonna just homing dive to get those. Gonna slide over here. And murder him. That gets the ticket now. Very important. So jumping is gonna make me talk to him. So I get all the things. That gets me the coins I need for the coin page. Now the cutscene we skipped on the beginning, it's gonna trigger here. So yeah, so it's technically not a cutscene skip, but it's a cutscene delay, I guess. But yeah, the cutscene forces us in that position, so that's why we trigger it later. It makes movement faster. Although I had a bit of trouble with the skip, so. Okay, we are on a very, very solid pace here. World record for this game is a 106 by Milo, which is very optimized. And second place is a 119, which I'm hoping to beat with this run. And we are on a very good pace for it. So that's good. Right, we need to let this cutscene happen. There's no way to skip it. And we need to go into Terror Train. It doesn't say anywhere, but the name will pop up once the stage starts. And that's how you know this is called Terror Train. And yeah, this is another 2D stage. Now, okay, so the page routing, because we have to do these 2 stages first, we are spreading out our page routing, because we only need 4 pages. We're spreading out our page routing over these 2 stages. Okay, I actually do want that. So the only pages we're getting here are the main page, since that's what we always get for beating a stage. And then we're gonna, in addition, we're gonna get the secret page, which is right here. If I can get up here. I didn't want to hit the B, I wanted to hit the page. So we're gonna go on below there because I can slide along the conveyor belts. Alright, we're gonna hit this. And that will send us to the end of the stage. All we need to do is jump because the page appears above us. And there we go, we're done with the stage. It's a very short stage. Mostly because we only get like 2 pages in it. Alright, now we're on to the final split. Which is the Jinx fight. But to get the Jinx, so what you normally need to do is you need to beat 2 more stages to open bridges that will take you. Yeah, it will make bridges appear that you can then cross to different islands, and we would have to play 2 full stages for this. However, we are about to do Hauntingham skip. There you can see we have the pages we need. I mentioned this before, this is the single hardest thing in the game. Because it features a technique that you don't see anywhere else in the game. Okay, I messed up my bonk hopping a bit there. So I'm just gonna bonk hop up here. So we're gonna bonk hop up this area where the supposed next stage is. I'm gonna line up the camera. I need a visual of my shadow on the ground. Okay, so yeah, because I failed it, I get sent back here, and I need to talk to this and go through this animation again. So it is a time loss to miss it. But it still saves 2 whole levels, so it is very much worth your time. So let's just make our way back up here. So stall bonk hops, we need to let go of the control stick at certain times, or we're gonna slide on that platform, on that wall instead, just because of how the wall is. Okay, so make sure I bonk this time. It's a bit tough to get the rhythm, but once you've got the rhythm, it's pretty good. So here's the second stage that you would normally need to do. However, here's part 2 of the skip. We're not there yet. Please don't fall off, Lucky. Please don't fall off. It is very fortunate that there's an area back there and you don't fall off. Okay, so the reason I'm being careful is if I fall off here, I go back to the area that I went back to before when I failed to skip the first time, and I have to do the main skip with the stall bonk hops again. Okay, so I really don't want to fall off this tree. So go. Yep. Okay, that should be good. Yep. And that is Haunting Him skip. Now we're into the final boss fight. Now that was a very slow skip, and my boss fight was pretty decent in PB, so we might be losing time here. But as long as I don't die, we won't lose over a minute. I did the second try in PB as well. But yeah, getting a second try is good, especially for a marathon run.
Thanks for the business.
Thanks for the 2 bits.
Over here.
Anonymous cheerer.
I'm so glad you're here. How'd you get into the book?
So here we have a cutscene leading up to the final boss here. Yo, what the heck? Yo, Zoot! You are indeed not dead. How are you doing? It's been too long. Welcome to the very end. We're in the final boss here. Alright, so first phase, he's gonna make shockwaves appear that we have to jump over. Second, he's gonna move the stage. And then fire his eye lasers at us, because every final boss needs eye lasers, right? Right. He's got more shockwaves to deal with. And the stage is gonna move again. Again, a very sequential boss, just like all the others. I just need to not get careless and then I'll be fine. Like that. Just stay away from the sparkles. If I don't get hit any further, it's fine, because I'll get 1 heart back when I get my hit on Jinx. Alright, so now here's the speed strat. Thanks for the 3 bits. Okay. Okay, that is not good. So I'm trying to combo all the hits, but I can't really do it when he's like that. Okay, now we can do it. Or you know, my homing attack could not work. Okay, I made it back. Alright, so now more shockwaves. This is kind of my safety corner, where the shockwaves seem to not spawn. Alright, let me stand here, jump over it, go here. Okay. So yeah, he's gonna mix it up, and basically what he does is gonna be mixed up now. So yeah, it's gonna get a little crazier. And I will need focus time for the 3rd phase. Fortunately, he will always miss you. He will always place the laser to the left or right of you, never directly on you, so you can wait where it spawns. So yeah, I'm just trying to get through this without getting hit, because I really want to have 3 hearts for the final phase. Alright, so we're gonna get on top of the highest block, just because the enemies will spawn fairly high up. Okay. Yeah, if I miss, don't panic and just keep it calm. Delay. Okay, fine. Kill me. Alright, this is very scary now. This goes to remind you of Pokemon, I guess. So yeah, for this phase he will actually change the elevation of the blocks and throw lasers at you. Ooh, that was very, very lucky. Alright, now we got the final phase. I am gonna play this very safe because I'm on 1 health. I almost actually got hit there. Fortunately, that gave me a health back, so now we're good. So yeah, he's gonna split up. Oh god, don't throw it at the end, please. Okay, we're done. That's the game beaten. Yeah, as you can see from the split, I did it quite sloppily and lost time, but that is 2nd place. Time ends when I lose control after walking to the book here. And time. That is a 1:16:08 and 2nd place. And that's less than 10 minutes behind world record. So happy. So I am a happy boy right now.
In the end,
Yeah, I'm still doing relatively obscure speedruns. At least this has people playing it. Just not many.
but he managed to reconnect the worlds within.
Any percent has the most people on the leaderboard with 5,
Since the battle for Sky Castle
myself
began,
included.
the
And then
portals had
New
reopened.
Game Plus all main levels
World.
has
And
4.
the last of the Guardians that had
All
escaped
pages has 2. 100%. No one's done 100% yet. And any percent all main levels has 2 people on it.
It's super cool. Lucky.
There's also no one who's done every category
Good
yet.
to be home.
King J and Steve have done any percent and AML, or any percent all main levels and NG plus all main levels. And King J has also done all pages. Outside of that, no one has done more than 1 category. Although there is a couple. There's actually Edgy the Hedgy who has done a couple no BH runs. So yeah, there's 2 variables to every category. There's unrestricted and no BH. The only difference is no BH isn't allowed to use bonk hops. And unrestricted is allowed to use so yeah, unrestricted is with bonk hops, no BH is without bonk hops.